To understand autism better, we need to talk about macromolecules. Macromolecules are large, chain-like, complex molecules that make up all living organisms. They have small subunits called monomers, which bind together to form larger units called polymers. There are four classes of macromolecules: carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. Now, what is a polymer, you may wonder? It refers to a class of natural or synthetic substances composed of very large molecules, called macromolecules. These are multiples of simpler chemical units called monomers and are linked by covalent bonds. Polymers make up many of the materials in living organisms. For example, proteins, cellulose, and nucleic acids. Amino acids, or in other words, the building blocks of proteins, are organic compounds that play a vital role in the synthesis of hormones and forming protein.
All of this cannot be achieved without the help of our body's little internal friends. Now these are known as enzymes. An enzyme is a biological molecule, typically proteins, that act as a catalyst to speed up the rate of chemical reactions. They're not always found uniformly within a cell. Often they're grouped in the nucleus, on the cell membrane, or in subcellular structures. They're essential for respiration, digestion of food, muscle, and nerve function.
Let me give you a quick little example. Amylase is an enzyme, or a special protein. It's hard to believe, but that weird looking thing right there actually helps us with the digestion of food. Most of our amylase is made in the pancreas and salivary glands.
So how do macromolecules link to both genes and psychological disorders? Nucleic acids and DNA in particular are key macromolecules for the continuity of life. Macromolecules link to genetic disorders, as DNA provides the hereditary information that's passed on from parent to child, giving instructions for how and when to make the proteins needed for our functioning cells. Thus, if there is a mutation in the genetic makeup, it can lead to a genetic or a psychological disorder.
I'll now hand it over to Professor Jaden, who will explain genes.